Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, World of Blitz, and in today's video, we are taking a look at Wargaming's new spooky coming soon video. Man, they've posted a lot of coming soon stuff. I literally just made my video on the Lech Panzer 70, and while I was recording that video, hopped onto my phone and saw the coming soon video like pop up into my feed. So that is now what we are going to talk about. We can see right in front of us the Soul Eater, which is the new Tier 8 tank destroyer. It's a Helsing, basically. It's a double-shot tank. I think it has 270 damage per shot, if I'm not mistaken, and it goes bam bam, 0.25 second interclip, automatically fires a second shell. Pretty sweet. It also has a lot of armor. But we're not just going to be breaking into the Soul Eater and the Lightbringer, which I actually have the release statistics on now. We are also going to be just taking a look at what is coming soon with the new quests, rewards, and everything else. So let's get into it.
Get ready for a spooktacular Halloween.
Whoa!
World of Tanks Blitz, if you dare. As fall creeps in, the Bloody Moon subscription exposes its power. Grab the nightmare and reap other rewards as the...
So, if we take a brief moment back, we can see that there is a subscription, which gives you some free rewards. Enter the game every day and get rewards. So, day 1, you get 3 epic boosters, and you also get 9 times 3 boosters. That's kind of wild. Day 2, you get 6 times 4 boosters, and day 3, you get 5 or times 5 boosters and 3 of them. That's wild. That's actually like a crap ton of XP. I would highly recommend, if you do log into the game and claim this reward, make sure you already have the vehicle in mind that you want to play, because the moment you claim these boosters, they are automatically applied to any vehicle you drive, even if it's a tier 1. Game doesn't care. Wargaming needs to make it so you can disable them or choose when you want to activate them, but unfortunately, as of right now, that's not a capability. And on day 5, as you will notice, you can get your hands on the, the Nightmare, the tier 5 derp cannon. It's a pretty cool tank. It has some of the worst shell velocity in the game on its heat, which is kind of funny. It's actually kind of strong, but it's a tier 5. So yeah, there's not much to really say. Some of you might like tier 5s out there. I personally don't really care too much. So let's keep on going in this video.
Or just the moon grows full. Deal damage under the stars for camo.
Oh, we got another event. So we can see dealing damage will give you rewards. On 8,000 damage, you get a spooky web camo. You get some sort of stupid thing. Then you get 22,000 damage, another camo. By the way, this orange camo, absolutely insane. If you put it on vehicles, especially that have enhanced graphics, it makes their armor look stronger than it is. I made a whole video on the E3 showcasing it, but essentially, when your tank has an orange camo and people have camos on and you aim in on it, it makes the whole armor profile look red. It's kind of goofy, but it's pretty strong. Oh, you can actually get the E50M monster camo at 39,000 damage. It's pretty sweet. Camos are usually expensive, like 3,500 gold, so the fact that Wargaming is giving one away for free, actually pretty nice.
One part of the exclusive Soul Crystal.
So actually you get both E50M camos. We can see this here is the one E50M camo. If we actually make our way to the E50M, here we go. We can see both of those camos on the tank here. There we go. So we have the monster camo. This is the base one. And then there's the monster evolution, which is obviously the one with all the eyeballs that move, and probably the one that most of you want. It's got the teeth and everything. It's a cool camo. I actually personally like the roaring one the most, but if you obviously like certain camos, then you can get them for free, which is pretty sweet at 50,000 and 120,000 damage. We also have what appears to be a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern attachment. I have seen that before. Ooh, and you get the Halloween emotes pack, which is pretty cool. I hope they give us a purple turd. And then you have the final stage, which is 300,000 damage. And this final stage is actually wild. It is a mystery certificate specifically for Halloween tanks. And you're going to see just in the next page what tanks you can get out of it.
Like the certificate for one of the Halloween tanks.
So, you can get possibly the Dracula out of it. You can get the Helsing, the Lycan, or the Pharaoh. honestly, that's pretty sweet. The fact that you can get one of those tanks for just dealing 300,000 damage. I don't know how long that event is going to last, but even if it's 10 days, you only have to do 30,000 damage a day, which is not much, to be honest. That's like 15 games a day. For a Dracula or Helsing or even a Pharaoh, the most mid out of the bunch is definitely the Lycan, but even the Lycan's a pretty solid vehicle. There's really not much complaining to have there.
Dive into the Vortex of Souls event. Grab lanterns.
So this event is most likely the one that you're going to have to spend money on. Every Halloween Wargaming adds a battle pass, essentially, where you have to spend a certain amount of money to get oil or something like that, and then you can make your way through it, kind of like the HoloLive event we just had in the game. That's probably what we're looking at here, and we can see right there at stage, or not at stage 7. I don't know what stage exactly this is, but on one of the stages, you will unlock the Lightbringer, which is the Tier 7 Blitz Nation Heavy.
The Soul Eater.
The Soul Eater. Now, you'll notice that the Soul Eater has crates. We can see that the Soul Eater crates right there. So I'm not sure if you get the Soul Eater guaranteed or you have to open crates which might have charms in them.
Mystical Lightbringer tank.
So we can see that there are crates, and once you make it to the last stage, there are an unlimited amount of them. So I don't know if you can actually get the Soul Eater guaranteed or not. I didn't see it in the grinds there. I mean, I can double check really quickly, but at least in my eyes, let's double check here.
The Vortex of Souls event. Grab lantern.
Yeah, I don't see the Soul Eater anywhere. I do see the Lightbringer, but no Soul Eater.
Mystical Lightbringer tank.
Okay. So yes, this is just like the previous Halloween events where you have to spend gold to get past certain levels and everything like that.
To aid you in your progress in the Vortex of Souls, complete a series of quests.
Okay.
Over 10
So you get some souls and a currency which you'll probably be able to use in the game.
days, tackle challenges and gather lanterns to conquer the dark.
So, to what I'm aware, you need these lanterns to use these stages here. Yes, so as we can see, you need 1,000 of these lanterns to get a container. So, you're going to be collecting lanterns throughout Halloween.
Over 10 dark.
Okay, cool little background.
World of Tanks Blitz continues with the Trick or Treat quest.
Uh-huh.
Win 13 battles to pick one of 2 chests with spine-chilling avatars and
Cool.
backgrounds.
I like that avatar. That one's cool too.
Don't miss out on your free gift.
Ah,
in the
there it
shop.
is.
It includes the
Ooh.
final piece of the Soul Crystal, which
Cool.
grows even more powerful on Halloween night. The darkness is rising.
The
Will you turn it into
darkness.
your greatest strength, or become one with the shadow?
Look at the size difference, bro. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Oh my god, that thing is freaking huge. Okay, so we are now going to make our way to Blitz Kit, and we are going to take a brief look at the Soul Eater. So if we go over to testing, well, I guess they're not in testing, they're just in the game. So let's just go to heavies, and we'll take a look at the Lightbringer first. So here we go. This is the Lightbringer. I'm actually really interested to see how this vehicle's armors. So this is 170 mils a pen. Yeah, it's not very good. I was expecting the armor to be better, to be honest. That is 140 mils thick. We can see, like, the armor's got this weird angling, but yeah, I mean, you will get bounces, but yeah, that's not very good. The turret's decent. It's like 190, but the moment you load gold, this is 250 mils. Actually, the turret's pretty troll. It's worse when you use gun depression, just like the BZ-75, but it's actually pretty troll because it's got this little plate here that's 267. The upper part's really strong. The upper plate's pretty strong too. I mean, the armor's not going to be anything impressive, as we can see. Using just 180 mils a pen, you're going to cut through this thing pretty easily. Let's take a look at the gun. We have the stats, 2200 DPM. There's your 2000 meters a second shell velocity, but DPM's alright. I mean, fully equipped, that's not bad at all. You can get it up to 2600 with adrenaline. Dispersion's okay. And mobility-wise, the tank has a top speed of 33 and a power to weight of 16 and 12. This tank looks pretty average. Honestly, I can't say there's anything special about the Lightbringer. That's probably why Wargaming has it available on the grind rather than in crates like the Soul Eater. So let's go back. Let's go to Tier 8 Blitz Nation. And there we go. the Soul Eater. This is the vehicle that most of you are probably wanting to see. And it actually appears to have pretty good armor. I mean, that's upwards of 320 mils. So dead center is 115. So if you shoot it directly in the front, it's actually pretty easy to cut through. Now, weirdly enough, this, I'm clicking on it, does not appear to be a hitbox. And it looks actually hollow. Now, maybe that's just a bug with the game right now, but I wonder if you actually shoot directly in there, Wargaming just purposefully made it so that it eats the shell, and it actually doesn't count as a hitbox. It's kind of cool, but obviously it doesn't have much armor directly in the center. But if you miss, that's pretty well armored, I'm not going to lie. The superstructure is 100 millimeters as well, so it has like a lot of armored spots, as we can see, but it also has a lot of weak spots. But that is pretty well armored. That's 356 mils heat. This thing's going to have pretty solid armor, to be completely honest. And let's take a look at this gun. What does it have going for it? Well, it has 2,475 DPM, but we'd obviously be running calibrated shells. So we're looking at 2,400 DPM, 270 damage per shot, does 540, and it has a 0.25 second interclip. So essentially it does 540 damage, bam, bam, just like that. Its dispersion is 0.331. It has a base on move of 0.14, which is okay. 6 degrees of gun depression. Top speed of 46 and a reverse of 18. That's wild, but its power to weight is absolutely terrible. So while it may feature a good top speed, in reality, you're probably never actually going to reach that speed. Some of the other vehicles you might want to see are something like the Argonaut, which is that new kind of goofy season tank that's coming out. Wargaming said it doesn't actually have armor. That's pretty troll armor, to be completely honest. Like, the tank's hideous as hell, but the armor's better than I thought it would be. But yeah, the turret's pretty awful. It actually has decent gun arc, but let's take a look at this vehicle's gun. Yeah, there you go. 3,487 DPM. That is wildly good levels of DPM. 430 damage per shot. Dispersion's pretty mediocre, but still, that is wild levels of DPM. The vehicle has a top speed of 42 and a power to weight ratio of 13.2. So it's not very fast, but I don't know, man. That gun, this is actually going to be a really, really strong vehicle. I'm actually excited to see how the Argonaut works out. Then we move down to the Tier 8 Heavy, which is the Quetzal. This is one that I'm also excited because I wonder how the armor... Never mind. Wargaming said that this thing's going to have really good armor. They lied. Like, it has 7 degrees of gun depression, but what is this, bro? 119, 150, that's awful. Like, the upper plate, really strong. We can see even loading heat. Like, that upper plate, 338, 400 millimeters thick. That's pretty strong. And the turret as well, pretty good. It does have some weak spots, which are like 200, but that's pretty good armor. But the lower half is pretty mid. How is it side scraping? Well, it's got this massive weak spot here, so it means if you're in a side scrape, you can literally just shoot it at any angle. And you can also apparently hit the back of the tank, which overhangs. Yeah, I don't know. This tank looks cool, but I don't know exactly how capable it's going to be, especially with 2,060 DPM. Pretty mediocre looking. Honestly, out of all the vehicles, I think the Tier 9 and the Tier 7 look the strongest. So we're on Tier 7, and there it is, the Hazard. This is the vehicle that I'm actually really excited for. First of all, that's actually a pretty strong turret. I mean, for a Tier 7... that's pretty good. Look at that thing. That's 170 millimeters thick base. That's actually pretty good. And the upper plate is upwards of 180 as well. Yeah, this thing has pretty good armor. In terms of DPM, it's sitting at 2,100 with a 280 damage per shot gun. Yeah, the Hazard looks really strong. Out of the three, I think this might be the best. But yeah, we'll have to actually see. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the information coming soon into World of Tanks Blitz. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.